rocking.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're back today with the chaps in the Elite 2 League of the Mature Racing Club Gran Turismo Touring Car Championship. So you join us for race number 8. This was a reverse grid race from Alsace village, as you can see from the oversized banner going over the track there. So yeah, this is the race where we typically see the fast guys fighting from the back of the grid. So if there's going to be action, it's going to be in this one. Alsace is a nice tight twisty track, plenty of places to make moves. Not my favourite track, but I do certainly see the appeal of why it's in the championship. So we'll get underway and we'll see what this race has to offer. So Chris Mack's going to lead us away. J Wills next to him. J Wills I think is in the Audi, I can't quite tell from here, but I expect J Wills to go backwards at the start. You just see how much the Audi bogs down off the start. The Subaru gets an absolute flyer of a start, so do the Megans. Thundercat in the other Subaru is up as well. Then you got Big Baz Scooby Fubuki in 5th, he's side by side with Shadowhunter from the start. Rear 72 on J Wills down to 8th. He's got a lot of work to do in this race now. If he wants to recover any of his positions, we just see a lot of position swapping going on. Fubuki looked like a little bit of lag there between Fubuki and Shadowhunter, and that sent Shadowhunter absolutely backwards. Fubuki looks like he's waiting up for him. He is. Fubuki's waiting up for Shadowhunter there, so those two were resuming. I think Fubuki felt like he was at fault. Looked on my screen at least like a little bit of lag. Of course, what the guys may have seen and felt on the night may be slightly different. So as it stands on the top 10, still pretty close together. This is the part of the track where the cars with good lateral grip really shine through. The Audi's really good here for a big bulky car. Almost sort of shoves Scooby out of the way, so to speak, just to get through. J Wills then from 8th, now fighting for 3rd. Gets that move made. He can now get on with chasing down the two Subarus up ahead from the cat and Chris Mack. Chris Mack doesn't usually do well in the second race, as we see. I think that was Dixon. Yeah, it is Dixon in the Lamborghini. The Lamborghini didn't really like this track. Chewy had one in our race and it really just didn't get on with it at all. But that's the good thing about the GTTCC, as we see the shell shot go for a move around the outside there. Not all tracks are going to suit your chosen combo of cars. Scooby the Dum Dot and Big Baz getting very fighty there. Down into turn 1. As I said, roughly 2 minutes a lap. It should make your strategy relatively straightforward. It's quite a high deck circuit, so it'll probably be a one-stop for most people, I'd imagine. Tyre wear's probably a bit too savage to think about going for a no stop here. But maybe someone like a Fubuki or a Shadowhunter would maybe consider that. Given they're right at the back of the field now, we'll go and check and see how they're doing in just a second. We're sort of waiting for the field to equal out. The Dondotto, of course, winner last time out in 6th position at the minute. We've had a change at the top. Thundercat has got past Chris Mack. We'll go and check in on those in a minute. The Dondotto in the Subaru needs to really get through this pack quickly. As you can see, Audi Ferry in the NSX is going to try and get a move made. We'll go and check in on Thundercat actually. Yeah, so he's managed to get past Chris Mack now. Hopefully he can start making moves away. It just goes a little bit deep there. Jay Wells though in that Audi is going to be a hard man to beat today. There's a big horde of cars there. Then 4th downwards, led by Scooby. Big Baz 5th is bringing the Dondotto along with him for fun. So the HKS Subaru looking to make moves, goes for the wide entry. It did look like Scooby got it very late there and had to almost get out of the corner. Hasn't managed to get through though. He's getting very fighty back here. Lots of space and respect being given though, from what I can certainly tell. Just eager to see what sort of progress the Dondotto does make in this one, but let's not forget there are 12 other people racing in this, so let's give everyone a little bit of fair coverage. The two Hungarian chaps in 8th and 9th at the minute, they're kind of struggling to get through the pack in all fairness. Rewall 72 man, then there's a big gap to Fubuki in 11th, and then an even bigger gap to Shadowhunter down in 12th after that lap 1 incident. That meant his lap 1 was about 10 seconds longer than everyone else's was. So he's away back now. So GTR's doing a lot better here than I thought it would do. Scooby's doing a great job in that GTR. That is a difficult car to drive around here. Just as I say that, commentators goes Big Baz in the better corner and McGann manages to make it through. The GTR just struggles with front end bite around here, is probably the best way of doing it. Shell Shot looking for a move on Dondotto. Looks like Dondotto's just going to have that covered off. Cones flying everywhere in the background as Dixon tries to get past Shell Shot as well. Shell Shot then goes for a big move down the inside. Dixon just about gets that one covered off. He's in the middle of a Hungarian sandwich now with Shell Shock, so he's got some work to do to get through this. The two 4x4s side by side, the Dondotto and the Scooby. Dondotto's going to have to go the long way around, but he will have the inside. There we go. Dondotto, so he's got that lovely made. Great work. Jay Wilson looking to get on the back. Thundercat is just stuck in the fastest lap of the race at 59.7. So that's a very nice lap from Jay Wills indeed. So he's certainly the man in the ascendant. So he's running about 3 or 4 attempts quicker than everyone else at the minute. So while the tyres are fresh on the Audi, and they will have quite a dramatic drop off at this circuit. It's got quite a high level of deg. As we see Jay Wills now just tries to get through the middle of the two Subarus. The two Subarus will have sort of superior grip at this stage of the race. A little bit of contact there between Jay Wills and Chris Mack. Jay Wills does the honourable thing though, and just backs out of the throttle and lets Chris keep the position. This will of course happen, but the sportsmanlike behaviour being shown here is admirable. Meanwhile, a few seconds back from that feud, here's a separate little feud bagging off P1 Big Baz. He's currently trying to hold off the Dondotto in the Subaru. The Subaru's going to be sort of superior in these parts of the track. Should have a little bit better in terms of overall sort of speed and pace, and that's where it should come into it at the end of here. It's also quite good on its brakes. So we'll see if the Dondotto can get a move made. No, he's not in a position to get that done right now. Meanwhile, Fabuki finds himself up to 9th. He's had a few laps for Fabuki getting through the field. On pretty much the back of the grid. Shadowhunter, meanwhile, is having a bit more of a difficult time of it. He's dropped off now. And he's running in the 202s. Fabuki's worked his way all the way up to 7th. Great job so far from Fabuki. There's a fair old gap to Shell Shock up ahead, so he's going to have these guys to deal with for a little while yet. There's got Scooby, Dixon, Audi Ferry, Rear Wheelman all in this little fight. Skip back up to the top. Thundercat's just about to come around and start his 6th lap. Chris Mack and Jay Will still close together. They've been pretty much the same sort of gap all that lap. But we're coming into where the Audi is the strongest, so he's just going to dip in. Chris Mack not letting him pie easily though. This is where you'll just see the Audi pulled into the back of the Subaru now. Superior pace. The Verschsprung Dirk Technique vehicle behind him. Just see how close that Audi's got now. It's now in a position to make a move. He does just make that on the inside. Chris Mack, very respectful, gives him the room. Jay Will's now up to 2nd, and he's got a second or so to catch Thundercat up ahead in the lead. Meanwhile, a bit further down, Big Baz and the Don Dota winner last time out. Lago Maggiore, these guys are still keeping in touch with that top pack. Doesn't look like they're holding each other up too much. In fact, they've actually started to get away from the guys behind. The guys behind just flick back to this quickly, because I did see Dixon there getting a little bit sideways. Dixon's just gone a little bit wide. Looks like he's going to be able to resume in front of Rear Wheel and Audi Ferry. So whether one of those boys felt like they gave Dixon a little bit of a knock and just backed off the throttle to allow him to resume in place. Again, I have seen some really good sportsmanship in this league. There have been the odd bits of knocks and battles and stuff along the way, of course there has been, but throughout it all they've been nice and clean. Good sportsmanship, good banter as well in the group chats that I've been invited into. They've given me some decent feedback on the videos as well, which is nice, so thank you very much for that. Jay Wills then is looking now to make the same sort of move on Thundercat that he did on Chris Mack a lap or so ago. Let's just ride on board with the Audi driver to see how he does it. We are probably approaching pit stop phases for a lot of people now by the time they come round again. Once the Audi gets its traction down, he got away lovely out of that corner. He's slightly off camber, so it does want to steer wide. Jay breezes past with slipstream. And again, Thundercat did his best to sort of defend that one. Try and keep his nose in, but the Audi's pace is just too much. You can see Thundercat there just in the mirror. Subaru's got good grip around these corners and can probably hold it around the outside, so that's just what he's doing. Is Thundercat going to be able to put one down the inside? No, he thinks better of it and just backs out. So the top 3 then building a decent gap now to the guys in 4th and 5th. So if they can work together for another couple of laps. And a little bit further back we've got Shell Shock in the NSX, the American driver, doing a good job in this race. He's up in 6th. Fabuki, given he had a terrible lap 1, been on a bit of a recovery mission, up to 7th at the minute. He should probably be running higher if we're all being honest, but he's doing a good job in 7th now. Scooby leads away to the 2 Hungarians, Dixon and Audi Ferry. We will 72-man in that fight as well, and then Shadowhunter there. He's had a 2-minute 10 lap somewhere, so he's either had an off or he's been in the pits already. Way Shadowhunter is dead last this time round. race was over really before it got started, I'm afraid. Jay Wills then, first place for him. Does he come into the pits? Let's see. Looks like Jay Wills is going to peel off into the pits. Thundercat and Chris Mack are going to resume on. So is Big Baz and the Don Dotter. Shell Shock and Fabuki are going to resume on as well. Jay Wills actually just pops out of the pits now in the midst of that fight. So this could prove quite important to Big Baz. He doesn't want the Audi to slow him up too much, but he's not in the same race. So Big Baz just needs to really let him go without letting the Don Dotter by. So let's see Audi go on the outside. That's quite a good racecraft from Big Baz. Oh, as he just gets a wheel on the curb, and that sends the back of that McGann round. And kind of fortunately for him, he was right where the Don Dotter needed to be at that point to make a pass, so the Don Dotter wasn't able to capitalise on it. But that is Jay Wills up to third now. Some fresh tyres so we can really get the hammer down, try and get the undercut on these two guys. He's got some clean air in front of him. He really didn't want to come out in that traffic, but he managed to get by it quickly, so that should help. Of course, the two Subarus have been first and second at the minute. So we see Big Baz just go off. Let's have a look at what happened here. Yeah, the two Subarus now will be on sort of 7-8 lap old tyres, and they'll have seen better days. So I think Big Baz just took a little bit too much speed. Easily done. So that has led the Don Dotter up to fourth. And the dreams of another win on the trot for Don Dotter not over yet. But he's got a lot of work to do, especially if he wants to beat this man today, Jay Wills, in the ascendancy in the Audi. He's certainly the fastest man on track at the minute. Even with having taken a pit stop, has the two Subarus well and truly in his sight. So even if these two guys don't pit now, they're still coming under threat. So do they choose to extend their stints and just see how far they can take this, or do they come in and get some fresh boots, mount an attack later on in the race? Let's see what they do. Thundercat then is going to choose to stay out. Chris Mack's going to pull the trigger and come in. The Don Dotter's going to come in as well. Big Baz is going to stay out. I can attest that McGann was quite good on its tyres here. It wasn't too bad. Pretty much everyone else is going to pit. So Thundercat then staying out for another lap. And Jay Wills giving chase to him. Big Baz come out alongside Chris Mack. So Big Baz, of course. Big Baz didn't pit, did he? Let's just check. I want to say he didn't pit. Nah, he hasn't pit, has he? Yeah, so again, this is not doing Chris Mack's hopes of a podium any good at all. He really doesn't want to get stuck behind this McGann for too much longer. Got some nice cheeky move up the inside, fresh tyres. That should be quite an easy pass. Big Baz is going to put a bit of a fight up. Of course, the Don Dotter's also in the same racing club that Big Baz races in, so Baz can do a bit of a favour here and just give Chris Mack a bit of a headache. Fabuki then up to 6 now after the pit stops have worked themselves out. He's just come in himself. Shell Shock's also pitted. Audi Ferry, Rear Wheel 72-man, Dixon still together. Shadowhunter hasn't pitted yet and has just got himself ahead of Scooby. So Shadowhunter now in the not last challenge is up in 11th. Meanwhile, out the top. Let's just rewind that 20 seconds or so. Just see what happens. So don't forget, Thundercat hasn't pitted yet. Yeah, it's old tyres. So just going to be coming down the hill now, and that's going to be a pretty easy pass for Jay Wills. Thundercat's not carrying as much speed down here as he should be. Now, if you're Thundercat at this stage, do you just decide, right, that's it, pit time, get some fresh tyres? His engineers called him in. So in he comes. Let's see where he comes out relative to Chris Mack. So Big Baz come out then. Thundercat starts, he's strapped on a set of super softs. So he's going to have fresher tyres than Chris Mack. And also a softer companion who's running on with 4. So maybe one to watch at the minute. Your podium is J Wills, currently winning the race, fastest lap of the race so far as well, 59.5, but going on the grass the lap after. Chris Mack second place at the minute, roughly 19 minutes into this one. And then Thundercat currently running in 3rd. The Dondotter got past Big Baz and now giving chase to the guys ahead. He's running personal best sector times as he does so. Big Baz has got a Fubuki bearing down on him. See if that's going to come to fruition for anything later on. And yeah, like I said earlier, Dixon just seems to be having a bit of a poor time in that Lamborghini. Doesn't seem to be enjoying it that much. And let's see if Scooby can get past Shadowhunter as well. Thanks for splashing the logo on the side of my car, Scooby. Really appreciate it. I've noticed that Thundercat has done the same. Do appreciate the support. Scooby in the GTR. There's 2 GTRs, actually. Really didn't enjoy the GTR at this track. Is he going to try and go around the outside? He tried it. Unfortunately, it didn't come off for him, but he damn well tried it. Shadowhunter must have calmed down after the earlier off now, so I'll be quite glad he's got another car to battle away with. See maximise the entry angle to that corner, allows him to carry a little bit more speed through the corner and enable a successful defence. Chris Mack still running 2nd, Thundercat 3rd. Thundercat was slightly quicker that lap. Anything else going on the track? Aboard the Subaru Thundercat. They just clock this on a replay, and Chris Mack just got the exit of that corner a little bit wrong, so Thundercat does get himself upset. Chris Mack hangs it really nicely around the inside. Does run a little bit wide, but importantly keep the inside for the flowing right-hander. So let's see if Chris can keep this position. So just come out of that complex ahead. This is all letting the Dondotter catch up though. The Dondotter now reeling these guys in. So these guys are running in the mid-2s. Dondotter's a couple of attempts quicker. With about 6 minutes left, or 3 or 4 laps. There's plenty of opportunity for the Dondotter to come and mount an attack, of course in the same car as these guys. I did pit a little bit earlier, so technically the Dondotter tried to get an undercut on them, but didn't quite work out. I was reeling back in closer. So let's check lap times as they come across. So Chris Mack runs a 2:01.9, Thundercat a 2:01.3. So Thundercat does go through. Dondotter sets the fastest lap of the race at 1:59.4. So this battle for second is with 3 cars now. 3 Subaru STIs. Thundercat at the minute winning out. Boy, he's coming under a lot of pressure. There's the bottom end of my logo there, Thundercat. So this is definitely going to be one to keep an eye on as the race draws to an end. Big chaps to Fubuki, 5th place for Fubuki. Continues running 11th during that one. Getting himself up to 5th is a good shout. Seen some movers. The Don Dotter's got himself up. Chris Mack. Oh, you know what? We're just gonna give this credit and just gonna have a look at what happened here. So I think the Don Dotter just got a better run. That's twice in 2 laps. Chris Mack's had a move pulled on him there, but the Don Dotter then has to go the wide line, which is the slightly slower line into this corner, because you can't use as much of the camber to put you round. Thundercat and Chris Mack both have to take to the gravel. The Don Dotter can just slide up the inside, so the Don Dotter now 3rd place for him, looking to put moves on Thundercat. Of course, these guys will be conscious the race is nearing an end. Tyres will be starting to go as well, ever so slowly. So Thundercat then is currently leading away. Jay Wills, a few seconds up the roads in the Audi. He's just been putting nice and consistent times in. That Audi here is definitely the OP car. Really skirting that inside wall. Thundercat as he enters his 14th lap then. He's had a brilliant race so far. 2nd place for him as it stands, representing Andy Douglas Gardening Solutions. Don Dotter in the HPS mobile, just chasing him down behind. And Chris Mack just trying to hold on to the back of these guys. I think Chris Mack is starting to struggle with tyres now. Big Baz getting on the back of Shell Shock. He'll be looking for a 6th place out of this race. The NSX driver ahead has slowly been losing time over Big Baz. Let's keep an eye on this for a second and see if anything comes of it. Nothing as of yet. So Ferry, Dixon and Rear Wheel 72 man still relatively close together as well. Rear Wheel 72 has been racing Dixon pretty much the entire race. Scooby battled with Shadowhunter really. Shadowhunter did come in for some fresh tyres again, so I think he's 2-stopping this one. That's probably why, because he's drifting the entire thing. Checking back in on this. Thundercat v Don Dotter. Don Dotter can get that stop. That's a lovely move. Can Thundercat go for the cutback? Technically yes, but the outside turns to the inside for the next corner, so Don Dotter's just going to be able to keep that place and drive on up. Thundercat tries to hold it on the outside, but unfortunately just runs out of the road. And the Don Dotter's up to 2nd now. Brilliant race from the Don Dotter so far. Don't forget how to start pretty much right at the back of the grid. So we've got the 2nd step on the podium for the Don Dotter, 3rd step on the podium for Thundercat. Looking up adoringly at the top 3 is Chris Mack, just out of his grasp at the minute, but the race is far from over. This is probably their last lap now, looking at the timer, when I just said far from over. They've got this lap. Shell Shock v Big Baz is well and truly on. They're going side by side up the hill as we see the daffodils flailing around in the wind. Big Baz gonna get this move potentially made here. No, Shell Shock's just trying to defend that really well. Baz been trying to swing one round the outside. He is, you know. It's a delicious overtake, well executed. Plenty of respect from these guys again. Shell Shock though, I have the feeling he's going to fight back pretty much straight away. So we cut to the wrong driver. The habit of doing that, Big Baz just runs out of road. This is getting spicy. Got about half a lap to settle this now. as the timer runs out. In terms of other things going on track, Reroll 72 man and Dixon still fighting it out for 9th. Jay is coming round to finish, so let's give the drivers coverage as they come across the line. So a great race overall from Jay. He's done himself no harm in this one at all. So he comes round to claim the win of race number 8. Well done, Jay Wills. Second though, fantastic race from the Don Dotter. I think that pretty much solidifies him at the top of the championship as well. We'll check in a minute. Thundercat, third place for Thundercat. Thank you for the handbrake. Chris Mack, 4th. Fabuki, great race from Fabuki. He'll be chuffed with that. Big Baz just grabbed 6th at the end of the race. Showshot will probably be disappointed that that one just got away from him. Audi Ferry comes across the line in 8th in the NSX. Reroll 72 man. And Dixon 9th and 10th respectively for those guys. Scooby will come across to finish in 11th place. And then last but by no means least, Monsoir Shadowhunter is going to bring it home 12th. So that's your lot from round 4. Next week, round 5 takes us to Dragon Trail Gardens and Autopolis. So again, another 2 interesting tracks for us. Taking a look at the current championship standings for Elite 2, we see the Don Dotter heads the table. Jay Wills in 2nd, still quite close between those two, certainly not decided. Fabuki, a few points adrift in 3rd. Big Baz in 4th, but there's about 10-20 points gap between 3rd and 4th. But Big Baz just gets up there in the promotion spots. The midfield looks nice and competitive points wise as well. There's quite a lot to play for in the midfield, and certainly, you know, with how many 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 races to go, there's certainly nothing decided yet in this very close and competitive league. So I'll leave you with that until next week then. Please make sure to subscribe if you've not already. Hit that like button if you've not already done so, and drop a comment and let me know what you'd like to see in future upcoming videos. For the time being though, I'll wish you farewell. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.